Whenever I lecture in colleges, the first thing that I ask is, are there any stupid people here in the audience? And of course, I don't expect anybody to say, yeah, I am stupid, So the next question that I ask is, who in the audience here objects to what I'm about to say? That has gotten people to answer in saying something like, how can we object about what you're going to say if we don't know what you're going to say? And I take that opportunity to say that's exactly what this lecture is all about the stupidity of censorship. Censorship is the antithesis of communication. Communication is quintessential to education. And we wouldn't have any kind of education if we couldn't communicate. So therefore, censorship is the antithesis of education. And I have thought of an idea to give you, to exemplify how damaging it is to the creative mind. Suppose that there was a law that said that you cannot draw, it is against the law, a complete circle. And those who dare draw a circle and present it in public would be severely punished. So, the law says you cannot do that. Now, that law would not affect those who created the cross, the pyramid, or the brick. It's all angles. However, the person who created the wheel would go out of his mind. And where would we be today without that invention? Sounds stupid, right? You cannot conceive that anybody would come up with that idea that is against the law, is obscene, is pornographic, whatever you want to call it, to draw a circle. However, look at this. There are no obscenity laws. They don't exist. The judges throughout the land says, I only know obscenity when I see it. It's not in the books. Because what is obscene to you is not obscene to us. Now, this, I haven't suffered for presenting this in public, and I did it with the purpose of showing that there is no freedom of expression in this country. Nobody can give you freedom of expression. You're born with it. The only thing that countries around the world, the Constitution, anything you want, is violate your freedom of expression. They cannot give it to you. That's how stupid, all this thing is. Now, to prove my point, I put a vulva in the middle of a cross. And the explanation for this is, and I was arrested for doing, I had to go to court and I have to defend myself. The vulva was created by God, any God, if you want to believe in God, the Jewish God, the Muslim God, any kind of God that you want to believe in, with the idea of giving us life. Everybody comes out of here because life goes in here and life comes out of there. However, the cross was created by man to punish people, indesirables, and all kinds of different people. Among them, a man called Jesus, that the Christian religion believes is the Son of God. So what I did was to juxtapose. You like that word, juxtapose? The creation of God. The creation of God to give life to Jesus with the creation of man to kill him. And for that, I was arrested. You see, artists force people with their creations to examine the way they think and justify their actions. They don't want me to present this because I would force them to answer the question, which one of the two is more important or more sacred, as they would call it? The one that God created to give life to Jesus, or the one that men created to kill him in such a terrible way? Now, we don't allow children to see this for some weird reason. It's pornographic, it's disgusting, it reduces women to a piece of meat, to a sex object. But they show, as they do in South America, a man nailed to this thing, bleeding with a crown of thorn, like and hanging there. Children can see that. It's okay. It's no worry about it. They don't know the difference between, but that is okay, but not this. So this, to me, is a symbol that liberated art from the asphyxiating grip of censorship.